We're looking ahead to match 21 of this year's tournament, Chennai against Kolkata. On Whirlpool presents ESPN cricinfo T20 timeout powered by Dell. I'm all set to welcome Aakash Chopra and Sanjay Manjrekar. Gentlemen, you know the drill. First of 5 statements as we preview this game coming your way. Sanjay, statement number 1, Pat Cummins should bowl 3 overs in the power play.
3 overs is a bit too much, too much of a specification. I think he should bowl it with the new ball only because in the opposition they've got Watson and Pav du Plessis, which is at the moment 90% of their batting with the kind of form Watson showed. So yeah, a crack at those two guys, but if they look to play him out defensively and comfortably, then not give him a longer spell because you want to keep him later for people like Dhoni.
Aakash?
100% agreement with this observation because, of course, you got these two guys, but these are two overseas batsmen. So please have your spinners bowling at them right at the start because we have seen Watson struggling against spin before he gets set. So throw your spinners at that point in time. And also, of course, the numbers are outstanding for Pat Cummins in the power play overs, but do keep in mind that there is a job to be done at the back end of an innings. And you can't have Mavi, Nagarkoti, or even Andre Russell. Andre Russell is actually doing a fantastic job, but it is Pat Cummins' area. That's his area of expertise with the new ball, with the old ball. So keep a couple of overs for the latter half as well.
All right, let's go to our next statement, and that is that Dinesh Karthik should play the role of a finisher for Kolkata. I think we all know where Sanjay stands on this, so Aakash will take it first.
It's not so much about actually Dinesh Karthik playing the role of a finisher as I see it in this particular edition of the IPL. I see On Morgan batting higher up the order. So if he starts batting higher up the order, who will go down? It has to be Dinesh Karthik. Whether he'll be able to perform that role or not, we'll figure it out. We'll find out in good time. But demoting On Morgan beyond, say, number 4 is actually a travesty. So if you want to get the best out of a player who's actually a runaway match winner, so you should promote him up the order, which basically means DK will have to go down.
Dinesh Karthik is a brilliant player when he's batting down the order, when he doesn't have to think of too many other things of, batting so many overs. Just go and unleash. Owen Morgan 4, Russell 5, Dinesh Karthik 6. And for once, just throw that left-hand, right-hand combination theory out of the window, especially when you have this kind of a batting lineup.
All right, let's go to our next statement from Chennai this time. Sanjay, Chennai need Kedar Jadhav to step up.
Yes, sir. That's it. They need. But you know what is going to happen? MS again. I think he takes some kind of pleasure in all these things that, people were crying for the blood of Watson. So now it's Kedar Jadhav. But you know what he's going to do? He'll give him 2 more matches. And eventually Kedar Jadhav will play 1 inning. And then, we'll be saying, look. So I have a feeling Kedar Jadhav will continue to get a long rope because he likes him. And yes, he doesn't look in good touch. So if you ask me, it's another gamble of Dhoni, but you know how he plays with this gamble. He just sort of keeps giving them a long rope.
Sanjay was talking about only 2 games. Let me just make it 8 because he's not dropping Kedar Jadhav come what may in this edition of the IPL. He is going to stick with him and eventually he will perform. See, he's been out of the Indian team for a fairly long time as well. And the one thing that I would want him to change is just the approach. Just play fearless cricket because now the top is firing. There is Ambati Raidu. There is less pressure also. So I'm pretty sure he's going to do well. As the tournament progresses, you will find that all Chennai Super Kings pieces are just falling in place.
All right. Next statement. Aakash, you can take this one first. Rahul Tripathi should open with Shubman Gill for KKR.
Without doubt. Once again, because last match, I thought that they were guilty of pushing him really low down the batting order. In fact, so much so that Pat Cummins was batting ahead of him. Why play a batsman if you want to slot him at number 8? Might as well play a bowler. He'll probably do a better job. The experiment with Sunil Narayan is not working anymore. So just bite that bullet and say, okay, we tried. We went fairly far. But now it's not working. Let's move on to somebody else. And Rahul Tripathi made a name for himself as an opener. He's a fearless and also selfless cricketer. He'll be the right foil for Shubman Gill. Yes, Rahul Tripathi to open.
Sanjay?
See, interesting. Against CSK, you would want somebody like Sunil Narayan to open when you look at their pace attack. Is the batting sort of not responsibility, but because there is a certain expectation from Sunil Narayan at the top, whether his bowling is starting to get a little, not affected, but he's maybe not paying as much attention to his bowling, of he's, is contributing a bit with the bat, bit with the ball. KKR needs Sunil Narayan as a frontline bowler. So the other effect that will happen with Tripathi opening is that Sunil Narayan will now realize that he has to contribute only with the ball.
All right, that cues us up nicely for the final point as well, Aakash. Sanjay's already teased it. Kolkata need more from Sunil Narayan, the bowler. Just the 2 wickets in the 4 matches so far. Your thoughts, Aakash?
Yes, because when you look at Sunil Narayan, in fact, the pillars of Kolkata Knight Riders have been the match winners, the 4 overseas players. They've invested a lot in them and they expect a lot in return as well. So Sunil Narayan, the bowler, of course, with the batting not firing at all, you need overs from him. I think, yes, he needs to bowl and needs to take wickets. But more importantly, bowl all 4 overs.
Yeah, final point from you, Sanjay. He enjoys playing against CSK. Even at his best, MS Dhoni did struggle against Sunil Narayan.
See, Sunil Narayan will get wickets when batsmen try and score off him. Not maybe 15 runs and over, but maybe 7, 8, 10 runs and over. What oppositions are doing against CSK, they are targeting the raw bowling of KKR, the Mavis, the Nagarkotis, the Warrior in the first game. So Sunil Narayan has become the bowler that you just play out. So maybe Dinesh Karthik could use him at a time when they're forced to take on Sunil Narayan, and that's when the wickets will come.
All right, Sanjay Manjrekar, Aakash Chopra, thank you very much for looking ahead to that game between Kolkata and Chennai on Whirlpool Presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout, powered by Dell.